I could describe my guest today as South India's leading actor, but to do that would be to miss the point. Kamal Hassan doesn't belong just to South India, he belongs to all of India. And given what he's done with Indian cinema, he's much more than an actor, he's a national treasure. Welcome to the program. Let's start with Ek Duje Ke Liye, which is how I think most people outside of the South have known you. We see it as being your first film, but in fact it was what, your 101st film?
Yes, strangely it's a perfect mid-number.
101?
Yeah.
And you what, 26, 27?
26, 27, around that time.
You started, I know you had a brief phase at the age of 3 when you made some movies, but you started acting full-time from what, 19, 20?
Yes, 19 was when I got acting breaks again. I played small roles, villains, comedians, and then suddenly I realized Kerala made me a lead role player by the time I was getting my foot into the Tamil industry, where I'm actually a Tamilian. But by the time I was getting any recognition in Tamil Nadu, Kerala has already...
It's the number that excites me. From 19 to 26, you made 98 films or something?
By the time I became a star in Kerala, I think it was in 1975-76, I had done 22 films in 1 year. The release number of films were 22.
Just run that by me again. In 1 year, you had 22 releases.
My numbers increased mainly because of
Malayalam cinema.
Malayalam cinema, not because of Tamil cinema. Tamil cinema also because I was not playing lead roles, which will take more time. As a villain, I was called in when there was a rape required, or when I had to be beaten up by the rest of the crew by the end of the...
You started out as a villain in Tamil cinema?
Yes, yes.
At what stage did you graduate from rapes to love scenes?
Rapes to comedy.
To comedy, really?
Comedy, and then from comedy it became the loser, who always let his jaw drop when the girl said, "Oh, you're like a brother to me, I love him." And so that happened for some time, and then suddenly they thought was a good combi to become a hero. A losing hero was interesting at that time. So I've missed quite a few trains, including the one you saw in Sadma. So the heroine goes away and...
You're left on the platform.
Yeah, he either waves off or does a monkey flip.
Ek Duje Ke Liye was like the biggest hit of its time. You're a national superstar, and yet you never build on that. You don't stick with Hindi cinema consistently. Why is that?
The only reason is that I have this addiction to completing projects and going on to the next. I don't know, I abide by it than calling it an addiction. But by the time you finish a project in Hindi, it's 1.5 years. You lose touch, the clothes you're wearing has gone out of fashion. You reshoot, you've gone fatter, slimmer, or sicker, wiser, whatever. So many things happen in the meanwhile, so you miss out on the point. So it's tedious and frightening.
But you were offered a lot of films.
Quite a few. They were very kind. They still are.
What did you turn down?
Many films. Some were good ones. Somebody got upset. Manmohan Desai Saab was very upset when I insisted on seeing a script.
This was for John Jani Janardhan?
I think it was for a film called Allah Rakha. I could only apologize because I didn't mean any insult to the gentleman or disrespect. But then he said, even Mr. Amitabh doesn't ask for a script. My answer was that probably it sounded cocky to him. I said, he can afford not to ask for it.
But it's an honest answer,
wasn't
it's
it? An honest
you had
answer.
much more at stake.
Some of the people who came along with him that day, they're still alive, and my friends, and we make a joke about that meeting. And I was so excited with him coming that I didn't even offer them tea. So first, this guy doesn't offer me tea, then he asks for script. So there's so many things which went against me. I must have missed many opportunities.
The next big thing which we hear about in terms of national cinema is Sagar.
Yes.
When the film was released, the general view was that they'd expected the Bobby magic to be repeated, but that Kamal Hassan had stolen the movie. how did you respond to that kind of thing?
No,
Because Kamal Hassan was not supposed to be the star. It was supposed to be Chintu and Dimple.
Yeah, but always there is this, from my earlier experience with the man who waves and lets
From
the
the
girl
platform.
go from the platform, I thought it was a great role. And since I was willing to spend a lot of time on the set, and though I was busy, when I'm there, I didn't have any other work. So I was there on the set, improvising little
How
things.
much did you improvise?
Quite a lot. Quite a lot on the set. And even when Chintu was there, I used to rehearse while some other scene was going on. I sort of, there was this sequence where I had to walk on a drum in the film.
I remember that.
And we just reduced it to a bit because we both supposed to do it. And Chintu Saab said, that's risky, you're a fool, you're a monkey, you can do it, I won't do it. I said, it's very easy. Now let's have the safety harness and you can do it. And he was saying, if the safety harness works, I'm doing it. And I got up and I was doing some funny tricks and the safety harness broke. And he said, that's it. I told you he's a madman. I'm not going to do it. So these kind of things, I was enjoying myself.
But many people commented on the fact that you'd made Sagar, you'd been noticed everywhere, people were saying what a great dancer you were, how much talent you had, how you stood in the movie, and then you come back with a silent movie.
Yes.
It's an unusual commercial step, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but by the time, see, the thing is, they complained about Sadma. Sadma is a good film. It's still, people remember it as a widely appreciated film.
Apart from launching Sridevi nationally.
Yes. But what happened with that film was they were looking for the Ek Duje Ke Liye boy. But the boy was already a man. He had 100 films behind him.
Right. And
this was a big hit. So the image, the fixation they have about this boy, it's like Hrithik coming out and doing a film like Hey Ram, or...
Is that deliberate? Have you tried not to be typecast in particular?
No, that was my attempt right from the beginning in Tamil. But that they are used to this chameleon shade.
But not
changes.
in Hindi cinema.
The Hindi cinema was shocked. Arre, we came to see a dance. Agar lift mein nahi ho, to he could have done it somewhere, one dance on the mountain.
वो भी नहीं किया.
वो भी ठीक है, like it was very classical. But we thought he'll do some dance somewhere, and now he does a monkey trick in the end. Yeah, it's very sad. It's a good film. But what about the dance? They were
picture nahi chalegi.
Yeah.
Right.